mistake.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Westerns celebrating their 70-year anniversary, 1954. Wow, time flies. Seems like yesterday when these westerns entertained us. Still do. I thought today we'd strap into our time machines and scoot back 70 years to another time when the western genre was king. Let's take a look at some westerns from 1954. Let me know if there were others from this year you liked in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Apache. Director Robert Aldrich. Following the surrender of Geronimo, Masai, the last Apache warrior, is captured and scheduled for transportation to a Florida reservation. Instead, he manages to escape and heads for his homeland to win back his girl and settle down to grow crops. His pursuers have other ideas though.
A warrior's death. It looks like the end of the battle for Masai and his love. For this is the opening of one of the screen's most exciting achievements, as Burt Lancaster plays a primitive lover. With Burt Lancaster is Jean Peters as Nalinwe, a woman as brave as the man she claimed for her own, defying even his cruelty for her love.
Indian is my enemy. I cannot kill them all. And someday they will kill me.
And we will live until someday.
Man or woman, an experience in emotion and excitement seldom achieved on the screen. For never has a story of the vanishing frontier been told so powerfully, so honestly, so faithfully.
I cannot stop fighting. I'm the last real Apache left in all this world.
The Bounty Hunter. Director Andre Dutot. A year after a violent train robbery, the Pinkerton Detective Agency hires a bounty hunter to find the three remaining killers. He tracks them to Twin Forks, but has no clue to their identity. Tensions surface as just his presence in town acts as a catalyst.
This man took the path of pursuit, and in some lonely court of no appeal, became both judge and executioner. Target of the renegades he sought, scorned by those he protected, dreaded by everyone. He followed the...
Did he ever ask you how you come to take up bounty hunting?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm counting the reasons.
We're prepared to offer you $1,000 cash from the town treasury to drop it.
Do you really think you could buy me off?
Well, I wouldn't put it exactly like that.
we might be able to scrape up a little more.
There's a bounty on the man I'm after, not on me.
You don't enforce the law. You use it to make money for yourself, living off of other people's mistakes.
My father once made a mistake, too. The day two men came in to rob him, he didn't have enough money, so they shot him. Ever since I've been old enough to handle a gun, I've made every murderer I could lay my hands on help pay for it.
Broken Lance. Director Edward Dmytryk. Cattle Baron Matt Devereaux raids a copper smelter that is polluting his water, then divides his property among his sons. Son Joe takes responsibility for the raid and gets 3 years in prison. Matt dies from a stroke, partly caused by his rebellious sons, and when Joe gets out, he plans revenge.
Fox proudly presents Spencer Tracy as the reckless, relentless ruler of a young empire divided against itself. As his half-breed and all courage.
Pull it. straw and I'll blow your head.
The girl who risked shame and family for the only man.
No, but you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't know what people will say.
Yes, I do. Just as your mother did.
Widmark as the fierce firstborn son, first to scheme.
How I'd like an Indian stepmother after Ma died. So it's just a little late for asking.
Of High Noon fame as the beautiful Indian stepmother. Pioneer family, blazing into hitherto untold.
6 years old and you're governor of the state. And who made you the governor of the state? Did everything would change me. Then maybe I will. Maybe I will. I can still pull that chair right out from under you. Maybe I will. There's something I'm going to do first. I'm going to tell my boy that if he wants that girl of yours to take her, he has to pull her out of the house by the hair of her head.
Ruthless violence and massive destruction that carved the cattle and mining domains out of the flaming West. Brought to the screen through the miracle of CinemaScope and the wonder of stereophonic sound in Broken Lance.
Cattle Queen of Montana, director Alan Dwan. The Jones family, about to prove their claim to prime Montana land, is raided by renegade Indians in league with villainous neighbor McCord, who gets most of the stolen cattle. Two survivors are held by the college-educated chief's son, Colorados. Now, Sierra Nevada Jones must fight for her land against legal technicalities and assorted villains. Can she gain the help of McCord's hired gun, Farrell?
Head of beef you've got. Then you and the old timer can go back to Texas.
Get off my land!
Yeah, but you and me, honey. Ain't I good enough?
No, no.
Just folks up at the big house fine enough for you?
Oh, no, no, it's not that.
All right. That's better. Keep your head down.
Run for it!
Got to do something about those guns.
Do you know where McCord's turning them over to Nachicoa? Once Nachicoa gets his hands on them, this whole territory will be on fire before...
Johnny Guitar, director Nicholas Ray. Vienna has built a saloon outside of town, and she hopes to build her own town once the railroad is put through. But the townsfolk want her gone. When four men hold up a stagecoach and kill a man, the town officials, led by Emma Small, come to the saloon to grab four of Vienna's friends, the Danson Kid and his men. Vienna stands strong against them, and is aided by the presence of an old acquaintance of hers, Johnny Guitar, who is not what he seems.
Now, which do you want?
Starring Joan Crawford, the screen's most dynamic artist. Sterling Hayden as Johnny. Mercedes McCambridge, burning with jealousy.
How many men have you forgotten?
As many women as you remember.
What took you so long?
No two men have ever loved so dangerously.
Look at him. Fingers just itching on the trigger. I can't wait to shoot me.
No two women ever hated so viciously.
I'm going to kill you. If I don't kill you first.
Daringly dramatic, thrillingly exciting. In gorgeous true color by Consolidated.
Get it over with, Pete. I'll give $100.
You'll have to do it yourself, Emma.
Ride Clear of Diablo, director Jesse Hibbs. Railroad surveyor Clay O'Mara goes after rustlers who murdered his father and brother. Along the way, he first arrests, then teams up with outlaw Whitney Kincaid, who helps Clay, only to see how long the tenderfoot lasts, outwitting several attempts on his life engineered by the crooked lawyer who set up his family, O'Mara and a wounded Kincaid faced the gang. Kincaid wanted to protect O'Mara and redeem himself, and went down shooting.
And no one who wore a badge ever left here alive.
What do I do now? I ain't never been arrested before.
It makes us evil. I never arrested anyone before.
My fate on the side of the man he had sworn to kill.
You're gonna get a bullet in the back if you stay around here.
Who's gonna do it, Whitey?
That's a good question. But I can't give you the answer until tomorrow.
You think nothing of risking your life and our future.
My father and brother thought they had a future, too.
Hold it, kid. If you're so anxious to get shot, I can do it right here and save you the trouble of going through those doors.
Riding Shotgun, director Andre Detot. After members of his family are killed by the Mariday gang during a stagecoach robbery, Larry DeLong takes a job as stage guard in hopes that he will meet up with the outlaws. After he is captured by the bandits, his shot-up stage is returned to the town by the gang in order to draw the authorities out of town. After being left for dead, DeLong escapes and warns the townspeople of an imminent raid by the outlaws. They don't believe his story and, in fact, accuse him of complicity in the stage robbery, tasking the town's remaining deputy with arresting him. A besieged DeLong hides out in a local saloon before making his next move. River of No Return. Directors Otto Preminger, Gene Nagalusko. Uncredited. Matt Calder, who lives on a remote farm with his young son Mark, helps two unexpected visitors who lose control of their raft on the nearby river. Harry Weston is a gambler by profession, and he is racing to the nearest town to register a mining claim he has won in a poker game. His attractive girlfriend, Kay, a former saloon hall girl, is with him. When Calder refuses to let Weston have his only rifle and horse, he simply takes them, leaving his girlfriend behind. Unable to defend themselves against a likely Indian attack, Calder, his son, and Kay Weston begin the treacherous journey down the river on the raft Weston left behind. Track of the Cat. Director William A. Wellman. A family saga in a stunning mountain valley ranch setting near Aspen. Complex and dangerous family dynamics play out against the backdrop of the first big snowstorm of winter and an enormous panther with seemingly mythical qualities, which is killing cattle. An arrogant, pitiless son, Robert Mitchum, and a rigid, pharisaic mother side against a moral eldest son and a defeated, alcoholic father, while the youngest son tries to lay low, hoping against hope to persuade his family to allow him to marry a girl he has brought to visit. The girl, however, draws venomous condemnation, and the two elder brothers set out in the midst of a violent snowstorm on a dangerous mission to kill the deadly panther.
But used a woman's weapon.
What do you want? Isn't there anything you want enough to ask for?
Harold, who found strength in her embrace. Joe Sam, 100 years of primitive hate, ready to erupt in a moment of violence. Grace, who lived with the ghost of a love that could never be. Mrs. Bridges, whose house of lies was beginning to crumble.
This house is rotten with the gods you've made, yours and Kurt's. With pride and money and greed.
I'm telling you how it's going to be.
How is it going to be? If it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be any valley. Wouldn't be any stock. The cats would have it all. Indians would have it. You'd have given it back to them a long time ago.
Vera Cruz, director Robert Aldrich. After the American Civil War, mercenaries traveled to Mexico to fight in their revolution for money. The former soldier and gentleman, Benjamin Train, meets the gunman and kill Joe Erin and his men, and together they are hired by the Emperor Maximilian and the Marquis Henri de Labrador to escort the Countess Maria Duval to the harbour of Veracruz. Ben and Erin find that the stagecoach is transporting $3 million in gold hidden below the seat, and they scheme to steal it. Along their journey, betrayals and incidents happen, changing their initial intentions.
This is a mistake.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.